And 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A partly to mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Jonathan Dent, and day number 2 of working without a telephone, Jonathan. I think we're doing pretty good so far.
We're making it work.
One way or the other.
Pretty good might be a stretch, but we're making it work.
I love it when a plan comes together. Live radio, if you ever wondered what ever could happen, well, some of it is happening right now. Matter of fact, as far as the weather is concerned, you never know what's going to be happening either. Who would have thought that after going through some bone-chilling weather that we did a little bit earlier, that everything would just turn right around, Jonathan. And we had record-breaking heat over the weekend.
Yep.
And very little, if any, precipitation. Little wind, but no precip in the forecast. They're trying ever so. They are really trying to get rain for this weekend. The forecasters, like, well, Friday night and Saturday, within the last 6 to 7 hours, I haven't really seen anything definitive that would say we're going to get any rain at all. There's going to be a chance. But
when I see 10 to 20% chance of showers, I'm thinking, okay.
No, this just it's not happening. We've got a system that's over New Mexico that's forming right now, and it does look like that system is going to form into a pretty good rain producer. But the prevailing jet is keeping it down there. It's just going to track right along the coast, the Gulf of Mexico coast, with Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia, and then it will move up the East Coast. So once again, those folks are going to be getting quite a bit of precipitation. Matter of fact, right now the odds are real good. Southern Georgia, northern sections of Florida, not all of Florida, but northern sections, 2 to 4 inches of rain is in the forecast for the weekend down there. So, but it's going to be difficult to see maybe a little bit moving in to the Ohio River. But the big news here is going to be the warmer temperatures. We should be this time of the year 35 in the afternoon and 24 at night. Jonathan, where are we right now?
Well, we still haven't quite broken freezing yet out at the airport. Mostly sunny skies, 31 degrees. Downtown Midlands at 32. Here at Radio Center, mostly sunny, 30 degrees. We do have a slight wind out of the west, 9 miles per hour, giving us a wind chill of 23. So it's still pretty nippy out there, but the sun's going to help out.
Well, and we're looking for a west breeze, 5, 6, 7, 8 miles per hour here for a good part of the day. And tonight it'll turn a little bit more southwesterly. Then tomorrow that wind is going to pick up once again. We'll see some wind gusts of close to 30 miles per hour during the day tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, still coming out of the southwest, gusts up to about 25 miles per hour. And then those 25 mile per hour gusts will continue into the day on Friday. But along with all of that is going to come warmer temperatures. As I said, what was average, 35 and 24. We're looking for a high of 38 as we go through the day today. Mostly sunny skies, partly cloudy tonight with a low of 26. Sun will set this evening at 4:59, rise tomorrow morning at 8:02. Sunshine tomorrow. 45 degrees with those winds picking up a little bit out of the southwest, gusting to 30, 34 for a low tomorrow night with mostly clear skies. Then as we move into the day on Friday, warmer still. Don't be surprised if you hear some 50 degrees around on Friday. Increasing clouds as we go through the day on Friday, because Friday night, we're going to keep our eye on it. There is going to be a real weak disturbance that will slip across northern sections of the lower peninsula, and it is going to clash a little bit with that warmer air. So there is going to be the possibility of seeing a widely scattered light precip, sprinkle, drizzle, whatever. Probably the biggest concern, and this was something that we talked about on Saturday morning is we were afraid that with any precipitation that we would get overnight on Friday night and early Saturday morning, the roads could be a little slick, and we're still hesitant to say anything other than that. But on Saturday, we're looking for temperatures of 46, 47, and a low on Saturday night of 35. So nighttime temperatures are not supposed to drop down to freezing on Friday night or on Saturday night. But again, there is going to be a chance of seeing a sprinkle, some very light precipitation on Friday night and Saturday. And then after that, we're going to be looking at pretty much precipitation free Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of next week. We're not looking for anything in the way of moisture. And temperatures are going to be hovering around that low 40 degree, mid 40 degree area. The long range now to take us, the short long range to take us right up to the weekend of Christmas Eve, we're looking for our temperatures to run much above normal. And usually what that means is a good 8 to 10 degrees warmer than average, which would make it 45, 46 degrees throughout that entire period. And then to take us through Christmas Day and the day after Christmas, temperatures are still going to be running above normal all the way through the period below average as far as the moisture goes. So the fingers were crossed for a white Christmas somewhere. It looks as though in Michigan, the best chance of seeing that is going to be in northern Michigan, because the lake effect type activity is going to continue in that part of the state. They're not getting gobs and gobs of snow, but they're getting some snow shower, snow flurry activity.
Steady. That's the word. And
the snow guns are going. So if you want to do some skiing, there is that possibility. But, again, as we're looking at the nighttime lows above 32 degrees, it's going to be difficult to build snow, even in those particular areas. Record high in the state is 60. That was set back in 2015. The record low 3 below zero set in 1960. The coldest ever December the 13th was in 1962. And the warmest was back in 2015. Incidentally, in 2015, 60 was our high, 48 was our low. So very mild day. The most snow we've ever picked up on a December the 13th in recorded history was a little bit better than 6 inches, 6.1 inches. And that was set about 6 years ago in 2017. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who are we going to have, Jonathan?
We'll be talking with Cody Harris from Star of the West. He'll start out our market report today. Then, as usual, we'll head over to Oppenheimer and talk with Doug Klein. All of that's ahead. But first, the weather report today has been brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michaels R Crop Insurance Agency. You know, they are licensed to serve all of Michigan, Mr. Farmer, with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can work with them very easily right now, or of course, after the first of the year, get together with them, because they can be reached directly, the agents, on their cell for questions or emergencies, or you can set up an appointment at the office right in downtown Reese, 989-868-4722. Be prepared for 2024 with the Michaels R Crop Insurance Agency. And all the folks at the SAR Agency wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. We say good morning to Cody Harris over at Star of the West. And Cody, I'm taking a look at the board, and boy, they got the hammers out today, don't they?
Oh yeah, good morning, guys. It's definitely a brutal day to be watching the market. So seems like all last week I was full of nothing but good news, and today it definitely flipped and turned around here midweek for sure.
The interesting thing about it, and I'm looking right now at the Chicago Board of Trade, I'm seeing the nearby wheat is up and up double digits, and the March of next year is down double digits. Now it was like that yesterday. Is that usual for something like that to happen?
Well, yeah, this time of year, Terry, all the traders are basically trading off the March futures. We're into what we call delivery period for the December futures. So that gets that market. No one's really kind of trading that unless you're in a delivery market on that end. So that's why you're seeing that really act differently than how the market's actually trading. So March futures is what everyone's looking at and trading on as far as anyone trading any kind of wheat here, SRW. So that's really what everyone's looking at. The nearby that December futures is really not being traded right now. So that's why you're seeing that act way different than the market is, or anything else, I should say.
I see. Now, the other direction, obviously, the soybeans, I mean, you pick a contract, it's down, and it's down big time. So now what did they do? Change the weather forecast in South America?
Well, a little bit. I mean, South America has definitely hit it where all this news is coming from, but it's more or less the idea. This morning, a lot of traders have been talking. There's the idea that Argentina's new policies from the new president down there are going to be unveiled today. And there's definitely a possibility to include a cut in Argentine export taxes. So that's really got that market really nervous. I mean, I think I was looking at it or heard this morning that Argentina has already devalued the peso by like 54%. And plans to execute some massive spending cuts. So you're definitely seeing that market react really bearish and taking a lot of risk off the board, just kind of on the heels of what this news is or what these policies are going to look like moving forward for Argentina. So that's definitely the market driver across the board there, I guess, here today. That's really what the market's looking at.
And then there's corn, just kind of treading water. Who do we side up with next,
Oh, yeah. Like you said, corn's just right there treading water. There's a little bit of demand there for corn that's kind of buoying it up a little bit, but more or less it's really kind of following soybeans and wheat here this morning into the negative. I mean, I guess to dive right in to tell everyone how bad it is. Right now we got cash wheat, that's down 17, 564 on the white, 479 on the red. New crop wheat, that's down 15, 622 on the white, 542 on the red. Looking over at corn cash, corn's down 6 at 389. New crop corn, that's down 4 at 442. Like you said, looking at soybeans, that's getting hit today. We're down 17 for cash soybeans at 1212. And new crop soybeans are down 8 at 1193.
Cody, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. Doing the report on Friday?
I think Gary should be in the office here this Friday, so you're going to get Gary for the first time in a week.
Oh, boy.
So,
well, maybe he knows something we don't know. He'll come back on Friday, and the markets will be great, right?
Hopefully you'll have some good news.
Hopefully. Cody, have a good one. We'll talk to you again soon, all right?
Yeah, you as well. Thank you.
All righty. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. We'll be heading over to Doug Klein from Oppenheimer to get the read on him as far as what's going on, not only the ag futures, but also some of the related issues. The market report is brought to you by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of agriculture for well over 125 years. They've got 13 locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. And by Schaefer and Beerline. Those seasons, yeah, they're changing. And so is the new Ram truck inventory at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. The 2023 heavy duties are still coming in, and the 2024 1500s are arriving. So if you're in the market for a new Ram 1500, a Ram heavy-duty pickup, a ProMaster van, or a Ram commercial truck, and you want to buy with confidence from a business-linked dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is, now's the time to get on over to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. Well, John, have you been able to grab on to Doug?
Yes, indeed. We've got Doug Klein from Oppenheimer here today. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
How's everything going?
Go ahead.
How's everything going?
Well, it's interesting, no doubt. Of course, you got the Fed meeting today, so we expect him not to do much. We hope he doesn't say much. So that's where we're at. ECB meeting tomorrow. They're already in a recession. Their rates are already at 2.75 over there, and their GDP is still going down. And the thing about GDP is it's measured by cost of total goods produced. And so if prices go down, that makes your GDP go down. That makes you think you're in a recession. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. But anyway, the Dow is at a new high. The S&P hit a new high. The NASDAQ hit a new high. That's all good. Volatility is at a 4-year low. $5 trillion worth of options are expiring Friday. And that's the biggest expiration ever in the option market. That tends to keep volatility very low because both sides of those options just want to, they just want them to expire because they sold them and they just want to pocket the profits from selling them. So we'll see what happened. Last year, the market rallied between 3 and 5% after expiration, but that was coming off a market low last year. December 22nd was the low for the year. And so right now we're at a high. So I don't know if it's going to be a flip-flop of last year or what. So we'll see. But CVR is continuing down, hit a new low. Pfizer hit a 10-year low today. Their COVID drugs are not living up to expectations as far as sales go. Of course, we all have our opinions on that. So anyway, that's what's going on. Here's your numbers, and grains aren't pretty. The March corn is 479 3/4, down 5.5. July corn is 502 1/4, down 3 3/4. March soybeans 1325.5, down 17 1/4. July soybeans 1346, down 16. March wheat is 608.5, down 17, and the July wheat is 627, down 15. So the EIA came out with their numbers on petroleum, energy, and all that stuff. I think they just do that to manipulate the price a little bit, and they did. So crude's at 69.82, that's up 97 cents. Heating oil's at 251.84, up 3.8 cents. Gasoline 203.70, up 4.4 cents. Still doesn't put us much above 270 at the pump. Natural gas is 223.5, that's up 9.5 cents. And we saw John Kerry, he's going on about destroying the natural gas industry and eliminating fossil fuel. And then we had our own governor say that natural gas is going to be illegal in the state of Michigan in the future. So I don't know. We got all that going on, and that's kind of whack, but whatever. So over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3564 Canadian. That's down 24 ticks. The dollar buys 145.18 yen. That's down 25 ticks. The euro's at 107.88. That's down 4 ticks. And if they lower interest rates, there's going to be a flight out of the euro because of that. And so that's going to bring the euro down and maybe raise the dollar up against it. We'll see. That's tomorrow. So the dollar's at 103.85. That's setting down 14 ticks. Gold is at 1982.20, up $4.40. Silver's 22.59, down 13 cents. And platinum's at 922.10. That's down $9.
It's going to be real curious when it comes to when it comes to positioning here for any elections next year. Some of these
they're still calling for March cut on the ECB, and then a May cut here for the Fed. So that's the money people. That's where they're putting their bet.
Yep. Doug, thank you.
Okay, good luck.
Yep. I guess we'll all need it. Take care.
Yeah.
All right. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. We'll take a break, and then we'll get a hold of Scott DeVries maybe, or Jerry.
Let's try to get a hold of Jerry Samolsky from Bay Landscaping.
We missed him for a couple of days. So.
Yeah. That's coming up.
Like you, we never settle. There's more sugar. In fact, better sugar in every seed we sell. For more than a century, we've put innovation to work in the service of growers who plant Crystal brand sugar beet seed. With varieties developed especially for your growing area, you can be confident your success is always our top priority. This season, and for seasons to come, choose a seed partner who shares your priorities.
This is Jeff Karst, your ACH Seeds independent sales agent. Our 2024 lineup is looking great. We have 5 new CR Plus varieties, including 2 that have been in nematode tolerance. This next generation of crystal sugar beet varieties provides even better sugar content and the full spectrum of defensive traits you need. The field-proven advantages of the CR Plus trait continue to allow confidence of good disease control with fewer trips across the field. I look forward to hearing from you and working toward continued success. Thanks again for partnering with ACH Seeds.
ACH Seeds, growing with you.
Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. You know, they're ready to go, Mr. Farmer. They've got some pricing opportunities for you up until the end of the year. You might want to check them out, whether it's fertilizer or seed. They are a Dairyland seed headquarters. And, of course, moving into 2024, Vic Huffer, he's probably got some suggestions given what you went through in 2023 and what you might need for 2024. Freeland Bean and Grain, they'll take care of you. Remember, they've been serving you since 1983. We're serving you is their business, Freeland Bean and Grain. Jonathan, have we made connection with Jerry?
Yes, indeed we have. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing today?
Hey, we're doing fantastic, Jerry. Boy, Mother Nature has given us a lot of opportunity to get some work done out there.
You know, Terry, and so this is when we talk about the dormant pruning period. The leaves are gone. We can see what's going on. Those weeping trees, we can thin those. Those ornamental trees that usually grow so thick, we can thin them. And it's beautiful out today. I mean, the sun's shining. There's not a lot of wind. This is perfect time to get out and get that done. I mean, the next week, week and a half, 2 weeks, Terry, we're looking at great weather, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. It looks really nice. So nobody's got any excuses other than, gee, I don't want to do it, for getting some stuff done.
That's right, Terry. And, you know, a lot of people say, you know, with spring flowering trees, magnolia, dogwood, flowering crab, cherry, you don't want to trim them now. Well, you don't if you're going to trim them into a ball and cut all their ends back. That's for the flower buds. But going through and thinning and opening them up and raising up their branches and keeping them away from buildings, now is the perfect time for that. Even if they're spring flowering trees, you're going to reduce the flower on it, but you don't want those branches there anyway. So ultimately, there won't be flowers there anyway. So as long as you don't shear them back and take the ends back, the thinning that you're going to do is going to reduce bloom not much at all, if any.
All righty. Jerry, thanks a lot. Tomorrow, the plan of the week. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll talk to you then. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Take a break, and then we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a new vehicle? Are you seriously thinking it's time to start shopping? I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Ambassador with some interesting information that you should consider. First, for the first time ever, Chevrolet has changed the incentives mid-month. It's never happened before, and they take us through the end of the month. Second, at Cook Chevrolet, you'll find the largest inventory we've had since before COVID, despite what's going on with GM right now, with over 100 vehicles in stock, including scarce ones like Traversas, Blazers, and even Corvettes. And third, listen to these great offers. Equinox leases starting from $278, Silverado leases from $409. So if you're really serious, get out today. That's Cook Chevrolet M15 Top of the Hill Ambassador.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates, 2,000 cash or trade down. To find out about all our great incentives, call toll free or visit us online at cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Do you need tree trimming? Well, how about tree removal? You need Legendary Tree Care. No job is too big. No job is too small. They're fully licensed and insured, and they specialize in big projects. LegendaryTreeCare.com. Check them out, or like them on Facebook. They're there when you need them. Legendary Tree Care. Jonathan, who do we have up now?
We've got Scott DeVries from Nutrien Ag Solutions. Scott, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing today?
Hey, we're doing pretty good. Understand you've been a busy boy the last few days. We're winding up the end of the year, and there's pretty good reason why folks should be getting in contact with you folks right now.
It's, between employee appreciation things, we appreciate everything that all of our employees do. Meeting with some growers, doing some grower meetings. But, it's also time for a lot of grower meetings to learn things. And, probably the biggest thing is, my career, I never thought I'd be talking about soil biome, microbial activity, spending more time looking at the soil. So that's really a big focus for me right now as we move into 2024.
We're seeing so many changes in agriculture these days, just over the last 5 years. And I think we've discussed that before. You just don't know how things are going to work down the road. And so you got to learn from what happened just within the last 5-6 months.
That's absolutely true. I mean, this year's, relevance of what we had for the environment this year. But as we move forward, we just need to consider what we got going on. And we've added a soil biome lab to Nutrient Ag Solutions. And, we've been using some other labs. But we're just trying to get a better handle and, complete the whole picture. Because the more we know is, knowledge is potential power. That's what I say. Knowledge is potential power.
And a lot of emphasis right now, I'm sure, on money, on dollars and cents for next year. Nutrien can help with that too, right?
Yeah, it's prepay season coming through, and fortunately, we're in a good area. We had some pretty solid yields. This year people were challenged a little bit early on, but we had solid yields, so cash flow is pretty solid. But if a grower does need some help, we always have the Nutrien Financial Program, and growers can use that to prepay, and some very, very attractive interest rates. 1.9, 2.9, 3.9% interest rates, and that's way better than an operating line of credit right now.
Scott DeVries, to you, your family, and everybody at Nutrien, you have a very Merry Christmas, okay?
And the same to all of you and your listeners. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You bet. We'll be right back.
It happens after every commercial building gets built.
That looks great, boys. Wow, what a change. The owners are going to be thrilled.
Even after cleaning up the garage or shed. That leftover scrap metal can be a burden, but it doesn't have to be, and it can make you some cash. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal is a metal recycling company that'll pay you cash and recycle your metal for the future. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal also makes it easy. We can provide containers for industrial manufacturing facilities and small specialty shops for moving and storing scrap metals. Looking to scrap a vehicle? We got you. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal in Saginaw, just north of the Dow Event Center. Also located in West Branch, 1 mile off I-75 and M76. Schedule a car pickup or check metal prices now at rifkin-co.com. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal, recycling today for tomorrow.
We now conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.